someone, I need Tyler, I need Ramoni, Rebecca, Serena, Selena, let's start a whole choir, I like the way that you get your own back, you don't need no one, help you inspire, But I'ma add to you, I'ma give you some best, I'ma add to you. We're on the avenue and I ain't never seen no one bad as you. Maybe I'm savage too, they can't disrespect you, I gladly. I don't play about mine, I don't care. I'm addicted to you and it's clear. I like the way your body is that too obvious? Okay, I like your confidence. Oh, that's what could come is okay. Like Kalani's, ride you like Kalani's. Okay, here where the party is, right here where the party is. You better start a whole fire, now I'm on fire, I need someone, I need Tyler, I need Ramoni, Rebecca, Serena, Selena, let's start a whole choir, I like the way that you get your own back, you don't need no one, help you inspire, Baby, let's be a movie, come with me, know that I'm choosy, I need you to back it up, that ain't fast enough, you know I'm man enough, and that don't play about it, you know that about it, I like the way your body is that too obvious? Okay, I like your confidence. Oh, that's what could come is okay. Like Kalani's, ride you like Kalani's. Okay, here where the party is, right here where the party is. You better start a whole fire, now I'm on fire, I need someone, I need Tyler, I need Ramoni, Rebecca, Serena, Selena, let's start a whole choir, I like the way that you get your own back, you don't need no one, help you inspire,
And now, 2K Sports brings you Thursday night in the NBA. Moments away, it'll be the Houston Rockets going up against the Golden State Warriors here in Chase Center. This is Brian Anderson, joined by Grant Hill and Richard Jefferson. Allie LaForce will be our reporter from the sideline. Now let's check out the Western Conference standings and see how they look here in December. You look at the Warriors, and they've got the top spot in the conference, a testament to their hard work all year long. And, of course, Houston just need to keep fighting.
I think for Houston, they've had that kind of mixed start that we've come to expect. Nothing that would indicate they're in for any kind of special season.
They do look like they're the same kind of team they were last year. Good, but not special.
So the Houston starting five. Van Vliet and Green, they're manning the backcourt. Steven Adams out there with Smith, and it's Whitmore in at small forward. And for the Warriors, Andrew Wiggins is out there with Moody. Then it's Trace Jackson-Davis, and it's Waters in at the shooting guard. Richard, if you look back at the Rockets' history, it's striking how many all-time greats have worn that uniform.
There are so many Hall of Famers: Hakeem Olajuwon, Ralph Sampson, Calvin Murphy, Yao Ming, Elvin Hayes, and that's only to name a few.
Here's Jackson-Davis. Pass to Wiggins. The three is up. He buries it from three. Wiggins got 6.
And Wiggins excels at reading defenses, as well as understanding when to just catch and fire.
Lets it go. And it's Whitmore missing. The Warriors have gone 2 of 3 from the floor. Moody from outside. And the Warriors with another 3.
Defensively, you have to stay connected to him on the perimeter.
Every trip up the floor gets more and more important.
Yes, indeed. They badly want to stop the bleeding here. And he likes to be the answer guy. Smith with a huge response 3.
Here's Spencer. Right now, he's contributing about 15.5 points a game.
Wow, their opponent is doing a tremendous job spacing the floor.
A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
Head coach Steve Kerr and I got a chance to talk for a bit. We talked about Fred VanVleet and how coach hopes to counter him. Coach told me I'd love to put size on him and give him an unfavorable matchup. But the truth is, it's all about hustle, just staying on him as much as possible. It's a pretty straightforward strategy, but coach hopes it's effective. Guys?
Appreciate the report, Allie. Now here's Smith. An important role in this offense, averaging around 12.5 per game. Here's Spencer. Adams covering. Wiggins for 3. Nails it from 3. 9 points in the game.
And they've got the D reeling. A full 3-point attack right off the tip.
The 3, Smith. Count it. 2 for 4 from the field now. And this NBA season, it's a marathon. We're about mile 5 of 26.
Right? So you have to pace yourself. Yes, you give it your all every night on the floor, but it's up to coaches to kind of monitor minutes, not wear their guys down.
And what's working here Each guy is willing to make the next pass.
And the ball out of play. The Warriors will have it. And here in the first half of December, a look at the most recent power rankings. Hey, some intriguing stories. They're still the top team in this league, sitting at number 1.
Seeing where Houston is, they're still finding their identity early on, trying to answer some questions, but overall, playing some solid basketball.
Jonathan Kuminga, he's checked in for Moody.
Wow, 5 consecutive threes. This defense looking very frustrated right now.
Waters, the pass to Wiggins. Off target with the 3. Smith outside. That one a tad offline, but it drops in for him. Smith's got his 3rd basket on the night right there.
Oh, man, he's feeling it this quarter. They should be looking to get him going every trip down the floor.
Oh, got that one up quick.
They've really built this lead on the back of their perimeter game.
We'll see if they can keep this pace. Not sure they can win it by relying on just the 3.
Just under 3.5 minutes elapsed here in the first quarter. The 3, Smith. Jackson Davis grabs a miss. The Warriors lead by 16. And one guy who's just scratching the surface of his potential, Jabari Smith.
Yeah, he's still very young, still gaining strength, but his upside on both ends is enormous.
Houston has gone just 2 for 6 from the arc here in the first. The 3, Smith. Jackson Davis grabs a miss.
Credit to him for trying to get that 3 right back. Missed the shot, but that's a fighter's mentality.
Wiggins from long range. Another 3 for Golden State.
A dozen consecutive points off of threes. This defense looks rattled.
And Ime Udoka has called timeout. He wants to give him a breather and talk things over. And some changes here for the Warriors. Moody's checked in for Waters, and it's Curry in for Spencer. And Houston will go for a different look here. Landale's checked in for Adams. Eason comes in for Smith. Dylan Brooks checked in for Whitmore. And it's Thompson in for Green. To the paint. Here's Jackson Davis. Takes the assist and lays it in. Nice setup.
You can't help but look toward their defense. They're totally lost.
Pass to Eason. Shoots over Kuminga. That's good from Eason. On the assist by Thompson.
Obviously, this guy has a talent for scoring. Able to problem solve for whatever the defense tosses at him.
Wiggins outside. Puts up a 3. Gets the 3 to fall. Wiggins got 24.
They're getting torched on the perimeter. 4 of the last 5 buckets have been threes.
Here's Eason. He got a piece of it. Pass to Kuminga. Now Curry takes the 3 on target from range.
Building a big advantage early with a terrific all-around performance.
They got off to such a hot start, and that can keep you energized throughout the whole game.
And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Curry.
Honestly, if you're the defense, you should be ashamed not coming up with a steal on that pass.
Here's Landale. There's the block.
And I just love the energy they've showed on the defensive side of the ball, especially inside where they're putting up some major resistance. Boy, I like their energy coming in. Terrific execution so far.
Couldn't come up with a much better start than this. They just have to keep it going.
He got it up. Doesn't go for him. We're at the end of the first, and what a blowout already in this one. The Warriors on top. We welcome you back to second quarter action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. All right, guys, what do you think so far about the offensive approach for the Warriors?
So far, they haven't had to force anything. They're swinging the ball around and turning good passing into points.
And not only that, they're off to a pretty hot start shooting from outside. They seem locked in tonight.
They've got Moses Moody, DeAnthony Melton out there with Brandon Podziemski. Then it's Kuminga, and it's Anderson in at the center, locking down the middle. So that's the group out there for Golden State. Remember when people were questioning whether the Warriors were truly a dynasty, RJ?
I do, and that was erased for good with that championship run in 2022. I still think that that is Steph's most important championship. That title cemented them as one of the all-time great teams of the last 50 years.
Landale, and he was fouled in the act of shooting. Opportunity for a three-point play here.
That'll drive your coach crazy, failing to box out. Ugh.
Yeah, you think you got to stop, and it's wasted because of sloppy work on the glass. You literally practice that every day.
Now here's Anderson. He puts up a three. Eason pulls it in. Thompson outside. Knocks it down from distance. Thompson's got his first 3 points of the game.
And this is big for Thompson's confidence. He needs to keep hitting from downtown.
All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
Hey, Brian, the Rockets showing improvement. Head coach Ime Udoka said, quote, when you rely on your young guys, you're constantly trying to instill habits that'll carry them for the rest of their careers. It's mistakes and tendencies you have to try to break continually. Just staying positive. We see glimpses of how close we can be.
All right, Allie, thanks for that. Moody from outside. It's hauled in by Houston. Out of bounds. It'll be Warriors ball. And some of the best high flyers in the NBA. Some of this year's contenders for the dunk contest.
And when you look at the names on that list, you just know that contest has a chance to be special.
You look at Whitmore, and I could see him moving even higher up in the ranks. He's certainly a talented guy up in the air.
He is for sure, but this list is just packed with real aerial artists. This dunk contest is really going to be something special.
And there you have it. This year's dunk contest field looks incredible. We'll keep you up to date in the voting.
That is always a highlight of All-Star Weekend. Watching guys just fly through the air. And I enjoy watching all of the guys on that list slam it home.
And that's out of bounds. It was last touched by Eason. Tari Eason is seen by some as a player on the rise, Richard. Things are coming together for him.
Yeah, his game is evolving along with his confidence. When young players put in work, they are going to get better. And that's what Eason has done.
Andrew Wiggins checked in for the Warriors. Takes a three. Book it. He's now 9 for 11 after that one.
Yeah, he's in his bag from beyond the arc right now. You see his confidence.
And, of course, it helps space the floor, which gives this offense more room to operate.
Pass to Podziemski. Wiggins for three. And again for three. Buries his 10th triple of the game.
Unbelievable, B.A. Unbelievable.
And stolen by Green. And there's Wiggins. That's good. On the assist by Anderson. Wiggins has got 32 points. The Rockets have gotten only 3 of 9 attempts to fall in the second. And so it looks like it'll be Houston's ball. And let's check out a breakdown looking at some stats for Jalen Green.
He's been really dialed in from deep during these last 5 games. Looking assertive and in control every time he rises up to shoot from beyond the three-point line. And it's been fun to watch.
Smith, he's checked in for Houston. Fred VanVleet comes in for Green.
This is VanVleet's calling card. He's actively looking to fire from deep.
Connects again from distance.
He's been on the money from deep.
Definitely. Looking to shoot as much as possible. They're going to turn it over. They couldn't get it inbounds in time. Here's a look at what's coming up for the Golden State Warriors. On Friday, they'll be matching up against Karl Anthony Towns and the Minnesota Timberwolves. Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. Oh, wasted no time on that one. Wiggins has got 38 points. RJ just playing at a faster pace. Work the same in the regular season as it does in the playoffs?
Depends on the opponent. Teams that like to slow it down and can be methodical in the half court can make it a slugfest. You have to be ready for that.
Fires the three. That shot off the mark.
If you're looking for ways to help your team, that's last on the list.
Not only a terrible shot, but also at the worst possible time. That's just not good.
And that's a good shot for Wiggins. I mean, he can be deadly from the corner.
And here's Adams from the arc. Knocks down the triple. Adams has gotten himself on the board with a three there.
Man, this is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
This is today's NBA. Hey, we see this kind of exchange more often than not.
Man, they're having a hard time defending the triple. That's 3 in a row.
And the Rockets shooting only 33%. Not exactly consistent offense.
When you talk about the best defensive players of this era, you have to talk about Draymond Green.
And the Warriors will go with a different look here. Spencer's checked in for Green. Moody comes in for Anderson. Waters checked in for Podziemski. And Jackson Davis subbed in for Kuminga.
Hard to win games when you allow clean looks from the perimeter.
And here's Thompson for 3. Warriors with the rebound. Jackson Davis has got his 6th rebound on the night. Wiggins for 3. It's hauled in by Houston. The 3 is up. Rebound by Van Vliet. And so it's the Golden State Warriors showing no mercy and just piling it on, looking dominant and focused right now. They've done well to disrupt the opposition, playing inspired defense. More NBA on 2K Sports right after this.
At home, this team is pretty stout. Looking at this upcoming stretch, they're probably licking their chops.
Now we'll take a look back at that first half. What an all-around performance it was for the Warriors.
They've been in fuego.
Appreciate you joining us. It's been our distinct pleasure, and I mean that.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the rout that it's threatening to be. How about Andrew Wiggins? Man, is he playing well.
They've leaned on him to provide a lot of offense, and that's how he likes it.
He always wants to be a go-to guy for them. I'm sure he'll be calling for the ball even more in this half.
So the Houston 5 right now. Van Vliet and Green, they're manning the backcourt. Smith out there with Cam Whitmore. And it's Adams in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. And Grant, you look at the Rockets' additions over the last year or two. There's an emphasis on toughness.
Yeah, toughness, both physical and mental. Those are the kinds of veterans they've brought in. And that extends, of course, to the coaching staff, too.
Out of bounds, it'll go to the Warriors. All right, let's take a break and take a look at which teams have been lethal from outside the arc during the last month of play. The Warriors, number 1.
Well, a hot streak like this breeds confidence, a virtuous cycle. You see shots going down, you take that next one with extreme confidence.
The offensive success is due in part to his quality shooting. He hasn't wasted too many looks.
The Rockets have gone 0 for 3 to start the second half. For 3, Smith. Jackson Davis grabs a miss. Jackson Davis has got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. From the arc. And again.
My goodness, 50 for the game.
Just putting on a show. Here's Smith. Houston with another miss.
And it's amazing. Their slim advantage on the board seems a lot larger than it is.
Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Brian, Jabari Smith Jr. is making some serious strides, and Coach Ime Udoka praised him and said his all-around game, his confidence, great defensive versatility. He's starting to handle and make plays for others. Shooting is a huge asset for him, but we want him to post up and find his mid-range shots as well, where he can rise up over guys. Brian?
He is certainly one to watch, Allie. Thank you. Here's Waters. Hits a three-pointer. Waters got 6.
Lackluster defense, showing no desire to chase shooters off that line.
Houston has got nothing to fall here in the third. 0 for 4. And here's Adams from the arc. Jackson Davis grabs a miss. Jackson Davis has got rebound number 8 now.
They're losing because he is struggling so bad, and he has not looked comfortable all game.
This is what it's been since halftime. remarkable results from downtown.
In the modern NBA, you have to hit threes to win games, and they've made that adjustment since the break.
Count it. Whitmore's got his first basket.
Nice persistence on the glass. Whitmore using his athleticism right there.
Wiggins for three. Another three for Golden State.
I mean, no comment, but this is just unreal.
Well, we're into the third quarter. Just over 2.5 minutes played. Smith no good.
Gotta find easier shots when you're already struggling. That's not gonna get it.
From deep. Andrew Wiggins again from deep. Wiggins has got 59 points.
His big night continues. He is fueling this lead.
Second half of play, and we're 3 minutes into the third here. Hits yet again. Wow! That's 62 points. 62.
Amazing. A remarkable performance from him so far.
The offensive rebound. Here's Adams. Uses the glass on the layup. He's got 5.
And on the offensive end, this is how Adams hurts you. You have to be aware of where he is at all times.
Hits the trifecta.
Keep riding that hot hand. He's been pretty much unstoppable.
And so it's Van Vliet with it. He brings it up for Houston. After this game, they can look forward to L.A., where they'll match up against the Clippers. That game will conclude the 3-game road trip they're currently on.
Certain times you can tell when a player is going to shoot the ball, and you can see that from Green on his way up the floor.
Three-pointer. Another bucket. Wow. Oh, he's been absolutely ridiculous in this game.
The BA, it feels like he can't miss.
Here's Whitmore. Warriors with the rebound. Moody's got 4 rebounds in the game. Wiggins left side. Pass to Jackson Davis. Launches it. Adams grabs the miss.
It hasn't been his best quarter. I mean, he's trying to shoot himself out of the slump.
Wiggins from long range. The Rockets pull it in. Smith's got 5 rebounds tonight. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Smith. And the Warriors will go with a different look here. Anderson's checked in for Spencer. Kuminga comes in for Moody. Pajemski's checked in for Waters. And it's Melton in for Jackson Davis. And the Rockets making a change here as well. Eason's checked in for Smith.
When you look at the scoring numbers for Wiggins, Andrew is one of the more consistent scorers in the NBA. You can count on him getting 20 most nights.
And he lays it up and in.
And just not letting up at all. I mean, you have to love this approach. You want to get the ball to the guys who make plays.
This is when good players really get after it. He can sense that they're reeling, and he's going to put his foot on the pedal.
It's been all about Andrew Wiggins for Golden State, and he's recorded his season high in points and hopes to add on as the game continues. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
Now, I know he's a big man, but he's got some point guard in him if he's making passes like this.
And for the defense, it's so tough to guard a big man with that kind of court vision and dime-dropping ability.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may already be out of hand. DeAnthony Melton out there with Brandon Pajemski. Then there's Kyle Anderson. Then there's Kevon Looney. And it's Kuminga in at the 3, small forward. That's the Warriors 5.
And you have to think that they're leading this game because of how they've controlled the boards tonight.
And the ball out of play. The Rockets will have it.
Yeah, communication breakdown. 2 guys thinking in opposite directions. The pass winds up in the stands.
And the Warriors making a change here. Heald's checked in. Here's Green. Goes up on the wing. Houston with another miss. Melton passes to Kuminga. Let's go with a 3. Drains the triple.
Woo! That man is laser focused. Now, that's bad defense for a team that has a long way to go to catch up.
Effort like this makes you wonder if they've already packed it in for the game, ready to go on to the next. You gotta at least show a little heart out here.
Beyond the arc. Drops in the three. Kuminga's got 6 points in the quarter.
Their defense has to do a better job of smothering those shooters.
Here's Brooks. Here's Eason. Oh, what a finish in traffic! My goodness!
That's a blue-collar bucket right there. Grown man basket. Put in the work. Got a second chance to score.
Nice shot by Kuminga.
That's been typical of their performance today. They're sharing the ball and creating good shots.
Eason against Kuminga. Eason can't get it to go.
He just can't find a consistent way to score, and this team could certainly use it.
Kuminga's shot is off.
And he probably thought he was going to bury that one.
Here's the three. That's good from Eason. On the assist from Green.
A sometimes underrated playmaker, Green, showing good patience and vision.
And here's Kuminga for three. And that one falls. His 5th basket in 7 tries.
And he has flat out taken over this quarter. Keep feeding the beast.
For Houston, they've got 2 of 8 shots to drop in the final quarter. Ooh, took him no time at all to get that one.
This is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
This is today's NBA. Hey, we see this kind of exchange more often than not.
And here's Kuminga for three. Another three for Golden State.
This has been their game plan here in the final period. We'll see if it continues to work out.
I think when you've got it going from three-point range, you've got to keep it going. It's a good way to kind of pile up the points quickly.
And that one's good. Green.
With a hand in his face, Green, look, that's just nothing.
The Warriors have gotten 5 of their 7 shots to fall in this final quarter. And the three-pointer goes. Kuminga's got 18 points in just the second half.
And he's coming off a huge performance, and his confidence couldn't be any higher. And his coach knows that, too.
When it ain't broke, leave it alone. Until someone stops him, just let him roll.
And stolen by Green. And it goes out of bounds. That one off Green. And the Warriors making a switch here. Hayden's checked in. And the Rockets will go for a different look here. Adams checked in for Landale. Smith comes in for Eason. Whitmore's checked in for Brooks. And Van Vliet is subbed in for Thompson.
He is pouring it in this quarter. Maybe double team and shoot at this point in time. Triple team the Duke.
Green for three. It's rebounded by Golden State.
And as long as he keeps missing from deep, the D will keep letting him fire away. He's just off from range right now.
And let's face it, this one was never really in question. They came out with purpose and just overwhelmed the opposition. A great win for the Warriors.
And everything seemed to go their way today. They were firing on all cylinders, Grant.
Yeah, B.A., this was the kind of performance you relish as a player. Just a very impressive win.
And they really wanted this one. It pushes their win total up to 21.
But they've got 2 more chances to get some revenge. The matchup doesn't favor them, but against a conference opponent, they're going to battle hard.
And even the opposing fans can't deny this was a sensational game for Andrew Wiggins.
He did a great job following his team's game plan and not rushing anything on offense, which allowed him to catch fire.
Smith no good.
He is just so deadly from out there. You expect that to fall.
And here's Kuminga for three. Adams grabs the miss. Smith inside. Defended by Podziemski. Green for three. It doesn't go for him. And here are the Warriors now. They're on an 18-7 run. And it's in there. Kuminga's got 32 points.
Their home crowd has energized them all game. Now they're closing it out.
It's always nice to perform like this, especially in front of the faithful home crowd.
And there's the drive. And Kuminga throws it down.
Stepping up and nailing an important shot to put this away.
And that score probably slams the door for any would-be comebacks. And look, they put this one to bed.
Oh, plenty of contact on that shot. Officials call the foul, and he'll take 2 free throws now.
The officials were right on top of that one.
That free throw, no good.
Jonathan Kuminga.
He hits the second from the line. There's 6 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Misses the deep three-point attempt. And so it's the Warriors taking care of business in this one, showing that they're the far superior team. They win it going away.
I'll tell you what, give it up for their fans. They love to watch this team dominate. You best believe they're all going home happy tonight.
They let me earn back home that young be wildin'. We young, we mobbin' like Batman and we're this two-door Maybach with my seat on reclining. I'm like, real wood up, real wood up. If you ain't about that game, then shut up. If you dip me in your rats, I get when you touch down in my hood. No, that tour life ain't good. Kept me down in MIA. And that heat game on wood. With that Puma life on my feet. Like that little engine I could. Boy, I slide down in your block. Bike on 12 o'clock. And they be
And a chance for everyone to get some shots up. Find the touch. Welcome to the weekend, everybody. And we know the second night, Greg, of a back-to-back can be rough.
And the NBA has put in work trying to minimize these, but sometimes it's unavoidable. And if you have a long bench, this is when you lean into it.
And the starting lineup for the Timberwolves. On-court spots filled by McDaniels and Towns. Conley and Edwards are the guards. And it's Gobert in at the center, filling out the middle. Outside, Edwards. From the arc. It's hauled in by Jackson Davis. Right side, Curry. Shoots the three. Scored the basket, his second of 2 attempts.
And you can see how the entire arc is open for Curry. There's no part of it where he's timid about shooting.
It's tipped, and that's out of bounds. Minnesota will retain possession. Warriors on D. It's a 5-point game. Greg, this is some kind of note. Last year, Minnesota, for just the second time, had ever won a series in the postseason.
Yeah, they've been bounced in the first round, 10 of 12 appearances. But last year's team was different. Their elite defense fueled the conference finals run.
And once again off the mark by Minnesota.
Yeah, they might want to think about a high percentage look the next time down the floor.
And the layup falls. 10 points for Stephen Curry.
Well, this offense is off to an outstanding start. They're communicating, executing, and finding great shots.
Now here's Conley. Really played well against the Clippers in his last outing.
Yeah, trying to get going here, but that's an offer for the first 5 here to start the game.
Curry, that's good.
But as he put his foot on the pedal here this quarter, he's doing a terrific job in terms of leading their offense.
And we'll take a chance now to honor the Western Conference Player of the Month, Stephen Curry.
When he gets dialed in from deep, like he has been, he can just take over with his shooting. It opens up looks inside and outside for everyone else, and it all happens because there's just no easy answer to deal with the hot shooter. Fantastic performance from him, and they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
Brings the three while he's being fouled, and he might be able to make this a 4-point play.
Well, usually McDaniels plays it pretty cautiously at the arc, so he really must have felt good about this shot.
And standing 6'9", Jaden McDaniels possessing tremendous length for a perimeter defender.
Yeah, Kevin, and he can really move his feet, too. Jaden McDaniels is clearly one of the best and most versatile perimeter defenders in the league.
Edwards, good.
Well, look, Edwards plays with a lot of confidence, which makes him deadly off the catch.
And it's the Warriors' ball. They're on a 16-6 run. Green, the pass to Curry. The three. And Wiggins gets it to go on the assist by Curry.
Mano y mano. This is where it can get a little personal.
Well, and as a fan of the game, you have to love these back-and-forth moments.
Getting the latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Kevin, Mike Conley's leadership is huge for the Wolves. Rudy Gobert says his presence on the court, but especially in the locker room, is invaluable. Coach Chris Finch said he's given us everything and more. Conley says to have this kind of trust from everyone is why I'm here. This is what I'm supposed to do. Kevin?
He is a class act. David, thanks.
12 straight points off of three-pointers, and the D looks shell-shocked.
There's a minute 40 left in the first quarter.
A really good rebound in traffic. That's what the big fella's there for.
And here's Edwards from the arc. And another three for Minnesota.
Well, you have to be careful with Edwards on the arc because he is completely fearless.
Three-pointer. And there's the bucket from Kuminga.
Their third three-pointer in a row.
We've got 1:13 left to play in the first quarter. Curry on the wing. Here's the three. A rebound by the Timberwolves. And so the ball out of bounds. Gobert touched it last. Let's have a look at the league's top scorers for the past month. To say these guys have been hot is an understatement. Jonathan Kuminga, number 1. The 4th spot held by Anthony Edwards.
What a threat both of these guys have proven to be, especially over this stretch. Scoring machine.
Looking at who's out there now for the Warriors. Kevon Looney is checked in for Trace Jackson-Davis. And it's Buddy Hield in for Brandon Podziemski. Towns against Kuminga. The Timberwolves again can't hit.
A bit of pride at stake. Trying to get that last three ball back, but couldn't get it to fall.
Count it.
Yeah, we're seeing some fireworks from them already.
Yeah, I mean, this is exactly how you want to start a game, with a big offensive push.
Towns for three, and it's Looney with the rebound. On offense, here are the Warriors. They're on a 14-6 run. The tray, and another three for Golden State.
All these threes they're giving up have really been the driving force on this run.
Timberwolves trail by 21. Here's Reed. Misses the three. And here is Curry. He's got 25. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Curry's got 27 points.
And what a way to start this game, dominating at both ends of the floor.
Obviously, guys, brilliant coaching, a perfect game plan.
It's been all about Stephen Curry for the Warriors. A terrific quarter for him. And now he has a total of 27 points. And glad to have you with us, folks. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. In a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for the Warriors.
Well, the thing about hitting early threes, it spaces the floor and makes things a lot easier offensively.
And another thing they've done so well is convert fast break opportunities. Great job trusting their guys and getting those easy.
So with Curry sitting on the bench, here's the group that Steve Kerr has on the floor. Kuminga steps in at the 4 with Green sliding up to center. DeAnthony Melton out there with Buddy Hield, and it's Moody in at the 3 spot. Shots good by Alexander Walker.
Matching baskets from the perimeter, an earmark of today's game.
Yeah, sometimes you get in a shootout like this, but you just hope that you can get a stop first.
Got a piece of it, and so it looks like the Timberwolves will retain possession here. Timberwolves trail by 21. Puts up a deep 3. Stan, I've always admired you. Come from a coaching family. Was there a point growing up you knew you wanted to be a coach?
Yeah, look, I loved being around the game, and so 2 things happened that drove me into coaching. Number 1, I loved baseball, and I couldn't hit one, so that was out. And I wasn't a good enough basketball player to go on that way, so if I wanted to stay involved in the game, that's when I knew I wanted to be a coach.
But your dad had a little bit of that in his background. I say in a little kind of tongue-in-cheek, right? He was a guy that led the way in your interest there.
Yeah, my dad coached for over 40 years, and I think he had a great passion for it and always used to tell us that he never actually felt like he worked a day in his life. He loved it so much.
Following in his footsteps, terrific score. Devon Looney is checked in for Golden State. And then for Minnesota, Gobert comes in for Joe Ingles, and Mike Conley subbed in for Dillingham. Took him no time at all on that one. Edwards got 12.
And let's see, guys, if that triggers another little explosion from him after hitting 3 triples in that first quarter. And if you look at this first half, overall, they've just had the better shot selection.
Yeah, they've done a better job executing offensively, moving the ball and creating high percentage looks.
Bucket number 3. He's a perfect 3 for 3 to start.
Well, it took him a while to get his legs under him. He didn't do much in the first quarter, but now he's off and running.
Near the three-point line, it's Edwards.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
And there's the bucket from Kuminga. 12 points for him.
And guys, he's been a one-man air raid coming at them time and time again.
Well, what I love about his three-point shooting is the spacing that he's adding. It makes things a lot easier for everyone else.
Here's Melton. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
Offensively, defensively, they are in total control.
Absolutely. They're playing their game and executing at a real high level. Everything is working for him right now.
Well, he wants to shoot his way out of this cold spell, but the struggles continue.
Yeah, I get it, but you don't want him forcing things. It's better to get your shots within the flow of the offense.
And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Kevin, thank you very much. The Timberwolves have become a rough and rugged team. Swingman Jaden McDaniels said, "We don't let nobody push us around. We're always being physical defensively. I feel like we're a tough team, super tough." And Kevin, they certainly have the size to hold their own.
Always being physical. But David, that's their identity. And we thank you for the report. You know, Coach, what more can you ask? The reigning 4-time Defensive Player of the Year, Rudy Gobert.
Well, Kevin, since you asked, his impact in the playoffs hasn't always been the same as during the regular season. That's got to be the next step.
Here's Gobert. That's in there. Conley with the assist. Gobert's got 4 this quarter.
Well, the strength of Gobert allows him to finish through contact better than most guys.
Hands it from downtown.
Well, those are starting to add up, guys. Of their last 5 baskets, 3 have been triples.
Minnesota shooting the ball poorly, just 28%. And the wide open shot from Reed. And a big bounce off the rim, but it sinks right in.
Just a smart veteran play by Conley. Making sure the ball gets to the guy with the best shot available.
Different look here for the Warriors. Trace Jackson-Davis is checked in for Looney. Andrew Wiggins comes in for Moses Moody. Podziemski, he's checked in for Buddy Hield. And Curry subbed in for DeAnthony Melton. Minnesota also making some changes. Towns comes in for Reed. And it's McDaniels in for Edwards. Here's McDaniels. Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good.
They've shown some strength in the paint today. Their work on the boards has been impressive.
Sinks the triple.
An amazing performance he's putting on from three-point range here in the second quarter.
Right wing. Lets it go with the 3. A nice shot by McDaniels. McDaniels got 6.
Yeah, that's a good sign for McDaniels. They need him to shoot with confidence.
Connects from three-point range.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
Well, you know it's become a three-point shooting league. Teams shooting a steady diet from outside.
Towns wide open. Here's Gobert. And it is good at the buzzer. Wow.
And give him credit.